Today is Wednesday, October 16th, 2024, and we are parked at the Bennett Street trailhead, which has space for, I don't know, maybe 20 cars. It's got a lot of space. This is on the edge of the Sandwich Wilderness. So, oh, there's a map. Let me see if it'll have it. Today we are going to do a bike spot. Yes. So we're parked right here. We're going to ride out Bennett Street, which is paved. I think this part is paved. This becomes a nice dirt road, and then it becomes a worse dirt road someplace up in here. We're going to take a left, drive up to Flat Mountain Trailhead, leave our bikes there, and then take Flat Mountain Pond Trail all the way around like that. All the way around like that. Come out. Should be 10:05, I think. The bike ride is 2.6. I know that. So we'll see how it goes. It was drizzling a little bit on the way up, so things are a little bit wet. It's a little bit cold, and it's a little bit windy today, so that is why we are staying low, because we were going to go do Franconia Ridge, but it was still snowing up there, I think the forecast said, until like 11 o'clock today, and 35-mile-an-hour winds with gusts of 50, so we are going to save that for another day. But this is a trail we haven't done before. I think there's the possibility of wet feet and flooded areas, beaver activity, the whole 9 yards. So we'll see how it goes. And also a couple tricky water crossings. So hopefully we will stay dry. We're both wearing Gore-Tex boots and layering up for the bike ride, which can be incredibly cold, even when it's nice weather. So I'm excited to do this. Part of the trail follows an old railroad line. So I have seen posts with remnants from, logging days, but I don't know if we'll see anything like that today. A lot of the leaves are down now too, and we'll see how it goes. Something new. We're at Flat Mountain Pond Trailhead now, which again has a good amount of parking. This person is walking a dog. I don't know where this guy is. It took us less than 15 minutes to ride down, so that is a good use of your bike. It was a little bit wet though. All right, so we're going to start off here. That we've done the beginning of this when we did a McCrillis Trail loop, but we're going to take this up basically to the junction of McCrillis Trail and then just continue on. 10.3 it says on this sign. I believe I mapped it a little bit further, but we'll see. This is the first tricky water crossing, which today looks quite doable. It's at the site of an old washed out bridge. Last time we were here, we were coming the opposite direction, so it was near the end of our hike. Oh wow, I don't know if that shows, it's raining right there in the sun. And it was warm out, so I just ended up just walking through because I couldn't get a good place to cross. The White Mountain Guide says that 30 yards upstream is the best place to cross if it's being difficult, but I think we'll have no problem here today. See if that shows. No, it's raining.
Okay, here we go. Ta-da!
I just don't feel comfortable leaking down to it.
Yes.
Okay, we are just like a tenth of a mile or more, maybe 2/10 from our water crossing there. This is the intersection with McCrillis Trail. It goes up to Mount Whiteface. I was just thinking about this trail as we were hiking now. There are a couple really, really sketchy slabs up near the top of this. So I don't know that I would want to be up on this trail now. There's definitely ice sat higher I don't know. And I don't have any traction. If I were going to go up high, I would definitely have traction today, but that seems like not a great place to be when it's icy. So this is new for us. That was the intersection where we came down McCrillis, and everything after that we have done. But the rest of today is all new and shouldn't be very much gain at all. And it's going to be along water for the bulk of it, including Flat Mountain Pond, of course. There's going to be a bunch of water crossings, one more of which could be tricky. This looks like a little slide right here. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of erosion here. The hillside just washed out. Maybe this tree was holding it up. I bet. Yeah.
It's been a while ago.
Yeah, it has. All right. So we're off. I think it's going to be a quiet day. We saw the other car. It was a man with his dog. So I don't think there's any other hikers out coming from Bennett Street or Flat Mountain Pond today. Because we got started after 9 o'clock. It would have to be starting even later. The sun is out. We are a little over 4 miles in and at the top of Flat Mountain Pond. So the shelter is going to be down here someplace. Flat Mountain Pond is kind of long and skinny. This is looking at Sandwich Mountain. I didn't drill in at all. The summit of Sandwich is in a cloud and it looks pretty frosty up there. It's pretty windy down here. I'm glad we're down low. So here's my map. You can see the red route is where we're gonna go. And look at how long. It's really long. There is, I don't know if it shows up on here, a little dashed line where it turns right there. And that is an abandoned railroad line from the Beebe or BB Railroad. So I think we're gonna see what it looks like, whether it's flooded or just how it looks. And maybe we'll walk up it just like 500 feet, see if we can take a look in at that pond and see if there's any remnants. I mean, I know there are remnants out on that spur, but I don't want to go searching extra hard for them today, but it's always neat to see some history. It's windy. It's a little bit cold. I have on mitts just because my hands are getting cold using the poles. But I do have on like a t-shirt and just a wind layer, and that's fine. All right, we're gonna keep going. We'll see how it is. Okay, that was very easy to follow the railroad bed up to the top part of Flat Mountain Pond. I don't know if you can see, there's like snow on the trees up there.
It's like 100 feet above us.
It's not very much, yeah, further above us. And right here, there's some snow on the ground. It's kind of chilly. I have on mitts and my hands are cold. Well, they're exposed right now. They're cold. But this is a railroad tie, and they're throughout, at least on as far as we went. We just came out a couple 100 feet. It is a little bit narrow, so you have to push through stuff like this, but the footbed is really clear. Yeah, that was neat. There's a little bit of snow on that. Yeah, that was interesting. Now, how old is that really? I don't know. Quartz.
Quartz.
It has a screw cap, I think. I don't know how old that is. But we'll come back sometime in the summer, come out and explore a little bit more
Camp at that spot.
the see, now we're back onto the railroads. These are railroad ties. Easy going. All right, we're gonna come back up here and we will be right at the outlet of that pond, which flows into the larger Flat Mountain Pond. And we will be crossing the water and continuing on our way. Also on the railroad. You can see these ties right here. Got a little bit of water. So far, the trail has not been particularly wet, which is nice. Or muddy. It hasn't really been bad. I mean, they have had rain, but nothing like I feared. And the water crossings, we did the second one that was potentially difficult, and it was very similar to the first difficult crossing, which was, it was not that difficult. You could, you know, be careful on your footing because things are slippery right now, but it was fine. Okay, so we came from that direction, and they mark that they want you to cross here. I don't know where the trail goes from here. I think it goes over there to the left. Yeah. All right. So this is a wide but shallow crossing. It looks like it'll be no problem. We are at Flat Mountain Pond Shelter. There's also tent sites here. It's quite breezy. I think they said 10 to like 15 mile an hour winds down here, but they're pretty sustained. So right over here is a tent site that they say is closed because of a hazardous tree, which I think might have been that tree because all the other trees look fine. Hazard tree. There's a couple other tent sites up there. I don't know, that might be a tent site too. And then this way will take you to the shelter. Down there it's pretty flat. I wonder if that's a tent site too. Shelter. There it is. Looks like you could put, I don't know, 8 or 10 people in here. Does not face out into the lake, which is down behind John. Whew, chilly. Okay. What does this say? Revegetation. Cutting standing trees is illegal. Okay. And then that says something. Let's go see. Keep out. Biohazard. Old toilet site. Don't enter. Well, yes. That'll keep me out. There is a toilet someplace here. I don't know where it is yet. Haven't found it yet, but we're kind of doing a loop. Okay, I think we'll walk out that way, and I suspect we will come to the privy. All right. We're about 7.5 miles in, and we've been coming down a railroad grade pretty much the whole time since we left the shelter. We've had a couple water crossings, and this one is one of the more interesting ones that we've had all day. It's like a little waterfall, a little flume kind of sliding rock down into a pool, and it continues on. But mostly it's been kind of nondescript railroad grade, open hardwood. Most of the leaves are down. Well, I shouldn't say that. Half the leaves are down. But that was something different. So there you have it. Yeah, this side of the loop is much easier walking than the side coming up from Flat Mountain Pond trailhead. That's more like a standard rocky trail. And this side, which is the Bennett Street side, much more railroad grade, wide. Easy walking. We're about 9.25 miles in. We just came to a trail intersection. And it's weird because we came down right here. And if you continue straight, you're no longer on the trail, you're on Guinea Pond Trail. So Flat Mountain Pond Trail turns and 1.1 to the trailhead according to the sign. We will be intersecting Bennett Street Trail also, like 0.4 maybe from the trailhead. So according to this, 9.2 miles from where we started, and I'm at 9.27, and you're at 9.0.
1.11.
Okay. All right. That was just super easy walking.
I wonder if this would...
Yeah, I wonder if this is also... It was definite railroad grade. I don't think this is. I think continuing out Guinea Pond is. But it does look not bad. The trail maintainer has been out cleaning water bars for the last little bit. We're about 3 or 4 tenths now from the road. We just had a junction with Bennett Street Trail. And so this is still Flat Mountain Pond Trail. That's a pretty nice little swimming hole right there. There's some water. Super easy walking. This was nice. This was a good choice on a day that was not so good to be up high. I mean, Sandwich Mountain was socked in when we had a view of it. Whiteface was socked in the morning when we had a view of it. Even lower things, Wanalancet was socked in. So, and it's just, the wind sounds terrible up high. And it's pretty windy down here. So I think we made a good choice. This was a pretty simple walk in the woods. Nice to get it done. Flat Mountain Pond Trail. 10.3 miles in the book. So 10.3 miles done off my spreadsheet.